Hey everyone, it's Kai, Ninja, and welcome to KUNOICHI Docs 1, where record-breaking 15 women will take on a Google Docs version of the now extinct Sasuke spin-off, KUNOICHI. So, let's take a look at stage 1. First, we have the Dancing Stones, which is basically the same as from A&W. Then it's the Windmill Cross, where they will have to navigate across a giant Y-shaped beam. Then it's the Barrel Roll, which is basically like the balance tank, but with an actual barrel. Then the Shaking Bridge, which is the same one used from Sasuke 1 to Sasuke 7. Then it's the Triple Jump. It's basically the same. It's basically the same as the one from KUNOICHI 1 and 2, except I decided to change the name to avoid confusion with the triple hurdle used in KUNOICHI 6 and KUNOICHI 8. And finally, it's the Escape Ladder, a smaller scale version of the Heavenly Ladder. And only the top 10 will move on to stage 2. So first up, we have Grace Mineta. Earlier this year, she competed in Sasuke 32. Let's see how she does. Let's see how she does here today. Wow! What a run out of Grace Mineta. She made it. She made it to the Triple Jump before going out, and with that, she has 4 points. Next up is someone who completed stage 1B at Sasuke Vietnam Season 2, Grace Jones Sims. And she too makes it to the Triple Jump. What a run out! What such runs out of the first 2 women. And next up is someone who made it to the city finals earlier this year, and will most likely be and is a likely candidate to become a wild card for Vegas this year. Natalie Duran. Amazing! The first woman in KUNOICHI Docs history to complete a stage. She has set the bar very high, but now we have to see how Lucy Romberg will do. And if you don't know, she was the real first woman to beat the Jumping Spider, not Megan Martin. And she does it. She too finishes stage 1. Now, it's the only woman to complete Sasuke, to beat IRL Sasuke's stage 1, Chi Nishimura. Shocking! Chi Nishimura out on the second obstacle. Now it's now it's our Europeans competing in this tournament. Up first, the first European woman ever to beat a qualifying course, Jenny Adolfson. Jenny Adolfson out on the first obstacle. Another shocker. But now, a free-running extraordinaire, Katie McDonald. And she too fails the windmill cross. I think the expectations are getting to these ninjas. Now it's the first and so far only woman to qualify for the finals of Ninja Warrior Sweden, Linda Digby. In her regional group, she made it to the salmon ladder in the regional finals. Impressive, but yet again, another woman failed the triple jump. Now we're getting into the women with potential to win it all. And the first of those, Jessie Flex Lebrecht. And she cleared stage 1. And next up, one of the only American Ninja Warriors ever to get a sponsorship, Casey Catanzaro. She put that sponsorship to good use as she's guaranteed a spot in stage 2. Okay, well, with 10 people having attempted the course, that means someone's on the hot seat. and that someone's Jenny Adolfson. She went out on the Dancing Stones, which means if any of the remaining 5 ninjas gets past that obstacle, it's her turn to go home. And her chances of moving on may not last long, because look who's next, Megan Martin. What? Megan Martin out on the barrel roll. Wow. Hopefully Jesse Graff can do better. And she too failed the barrel roll. What is going on with this obstacle? All of a sudden. Now we're on to the 3 grand champions. the first of them to run is Rai Kamiya. What? Three straight bears on the same obstacle. And now, the woman who obliterated the final stage in Kunoichi 8, in IRL Kunoichi 8, with over 20 seconds to spare, Satomi Kadoi. And Satomi Kadoi does even worse than the last three who ran. At this point, she's probably going home. And now, it's the three-time Kunoichi champion, Ayako Miyake. And Ayako Miyake becomes the fifth and final clear today. So, moving on, we have Ayako Miyake, Casey Catanzaro, Jessie Flexelbreck, Lucy Romberg, and Natalie Duran with six points. Linda Digby, Grace Jones-Sims, and Grace Mineta with 4 points. And finally, Rai Kamiya and Jessie Graff with 2 points, after just barely getting in after their falls on the barrel roll. Now we're moving on to stage 2. Stage 2 consists of 4 obstacles. The super jump, which is weirdly the name for the downhill jump in Sasuke 19, but this super jump is nowhere near related to the downhill jump. The Wicked Wall from Sasuke 1 to Sasuke 4, the Spinning Log, which you might remember, and the Floating Bridge, a series of logs, a series of floating logs suspended in the water that must be crossed the bridge style. And the top 5 will move on to stage 3. The running order for each of the following stages will be based on times from the previous stage. So up first, Jessie Graff. So close. Jessie Graff out on the floating bridge. So now up, one of only 2 grand champions to make it to this stage in this tournament, Rai Kamiya. And Rai Kamiya out on the first obstacle. So that probably won't be enough to get to stage 3. Next up, someone who surprisingly made it into stage 2, Grace Mineta. and Grace Minetta out. And next up, it's the other Grace in this stage, Grace Jones Sims. And Grace Jones Sims too is also out on the floating bridge. So far we've had 4 attempts, 0 clears. Let's see if the only European to make it to stage 2 can be the one to break through. It's Linda Digby, the only woman in Ninja Warrior 3 in history to qualify for stage 1. And Linda Digby's the first to break through. Up next now, Natalie Duran. Now, let's see if she can follow up Linda Digby's great run. And she can! Amazing! Now, if anyone can follow up those 2 runs, it's gotta be Lucy Romberg. A shocker. Lucy Romberg out on the spinning log, an obstacle she probably overlooked. Now it's the bronze, silver, and gold from stage 1, and the first of them to run is Jessie Flex Lebrecht. And Jessie Lebrecht, the third stage 2 clear today. Now, Casey Catanzaro. She's only 5 feet tall and less than 100 pounds, but don't underestimate her. And this is why the 4th clear on stage 2 so far. Now let's see if Miyake can make all the people moving on to stage 3 finishers. Remember, at the moment, Grace Jones Sims is on the chopping block. So if Miyake makes it to the floating bridge, Grace Jones Sims will be eliminated. Again, a shocker. She's done enough to get into stage 3, but another victim of this unforgiving stage 2 course. So, moving on to stage 3, we have Casey Catanzaro, Jessie Flex Lebrecht, Natalie Duran, and Linda Digby with 4 points, and the shocking fail of Ayako Miyake with 3 points. Now, unlike the IRL Kunoichi Stage 3, this Stage 3 has only two obstacles. Similar to Minecraft Sasuke. Minecraft Kunoichi Stage 3. And they are Domino Hill and the Pendulum Bridge. For Domino Hill, they have to walk across 40 foam dominoes, and if they touch them with their hands, or if they fall off, they'll have to wait and see if they made it. If they made it far enough with enough points. The same will go for the Pendulum Bridge. They'll have to balance on a wobbly beam that's on a pendulum, and the top two will advance to Stage 4. However, there's still a chance that there'll be more than 2 finishers. It's still a possibility, so you never know. Alright, so for Ayako Miyake, it doesn't get any easier, because after failing on Stage 2, she has to go right back to the starting line. But if she can make it through Stage 3 here, she'll guarantee her spot in Stage 4. Here we go. And yes! Ayako Miyake has finished Stage 3 and is guaranteed a spot in Stage 4. Let's see if any of her fellow competitors can follow that up. And the first to try is Linda Digby. Linda Digby one obstacle away from completing Stage 3, and now she's on the chopping block. It'll all be dependent on these final competitors. Remember, if Linda Digby's gonna get into Stage 4, all 3 of these next ninjas have to fail on Domino Hill. It'll be a tough challenge, but Linda's up to try. And the first to challenge Linda is Natalie Duran. And with Natalie clearing Stage 3, not only is she guaranteed a spot in Stage 4, Linda Digby has been eliminated. Alright, so since we have 2 finishers already, the next 2 competitors will have to complete Stage 3 in order to move on. Let's see if Jessie Lebrecht can do that. And Jessie Lebrecht has made it a side-by-side climb off on Stage 4. Alright, the pressure's on Casey, but she's but despite that, she still has fun. Let's see what she can do. And Casey, another victim of the pendulum bridge. And with that, she is going home. But on the plus side, she does come in 4th place. Alright, we have our stage 4. And then it will be Jessie Lebrecht, Natalie Duran, and Ayako Miyake, all with 2 points. Alright, let's see what stage 4 has in store for us. And stage 4 is a side by side climb off. It'll be a 3-story race to the top of the skyway pole. There's again, like in KUNOICHI Docs, there is no time limit. Just the first to the top wins the title. Ladies, may the best woman win. Especially if it's you, Ayako. Boom. Boom. Bang! And they're off. And Ayako Miyake is at the 5-foot mark. And Flexible Breck is 10 feet up. And Natalie Duran is 15 feet up. Jessie and Natalie are neck and neck. And Jessie's 20 feet up. And Natalie Duran is 25 feet up. Who's gonna be first? It is Jessie Lebrecht. History has been made. The first competitor to summit the women's only version of Mount Midakiyama. So, what an amazing tournament. We had 15 women looking to be the one left standing at the end. Only 5 finished stage 1, although 10 moved on in stage 1. In stage 2, 4 finished although 5 moved on. In stage 3, we had history as we were gonna witness the first ever side by side climb off. And we just saw that commence with Jesse LeBrecq taking home the title. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please go ahead and smack that subscribe button, as well as post that like button as hard as you can, please. And with that, if so, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and good night from Dakayama.